Silver and gold sales completely horrible, folks. I'm going to let you guys know what happened at the shop today. I talked to a few other coin shops throughout the country also. I'm going to let you guys know what they're saying, what's going on at their shops. So please like, share, and subscribe. Let's try to get to 2,800 subscribers by the end of the year. We're about 18 away, so please share this out. Help me get there. Thank you all very much for the ones who have subscribed already. Look, today it was very, very quiet for the shop. Both buying and selling for the shop. Shop took in about $5,000 worth of sales today. That's one of the worst days we've seen for the shop in probably 5 years. Really, I mean, it's just one of those bad days. Look, I think what's going on is people are just broke. I'm just going to be honest with you. I think people are just broke. I think people are, just plain broke. I mean, that's all I could say. I mean, really, I think that's what's going on here. And some people are probably just holding back to see what the market's going to do, folks. And we just don't know. I mean, I talked to a couple of the coin shops today, throughout the country, and there's one coin shop said they're still busy. So, I mean, is it location? Is it location, or is it the general trend right now that I'm hearing more and more of, that, people are just not coming in to buy? We didn't really have much selling going on today. We're in between the two holidays, of course. People are with friends and family. Could that have something to do with it? Yes. Could the crypto market have something to do with it? Yeah, that could be happening too. It could be a chain reaction of all three. I just don't know. I mean, I looked back to the books, folks, and it's like one of the worst days we've seen in about 5 years. It's just, luckily our owner is well financial capitalized, that we can get through these tough times. What's the outlook for 2025? I've talked about that. I think 2025 will be a good year. I can't guarantee that, so don't go rushing in now buying silver, gold, or platinum if you can't afford to do it. If you can afford to do it right now and you like 90% silver, yeah, I would pick it up right now. 90% silver is pretty doggone cheap right now, and it's probably your best bang for your buck overall. We've had a pretty good year for 2024. We are up on silver, up on gold, and I think this Christmas season really put a lot of people on the brakes because they want to give gifts, whatever, yada yada yada, gifts, the holiday suppers, lunches, breakfasts, just whatever case may be. Traveling from point A to point B, I think has a lot to do with it. Going back to trying to go back to the last 5 or 6 years at the shop and looking at sales around this time of year, it's just never been this low. It's just never been this low. So there's something more going on right now than the eye can really think of. But those are my 3 main points, that it's just, it's low. One coin shop I talked to this past week, folks, not today, this past week, he was saying, hey, look, if this continues, he's going to have to close down. And that's really a shame. I mean, because he's not, he's not well capitalized. You're thinking about opening a coin shop, folks, you got to have some money just behind you to survive the bad times. We've had bad times before. But this is really putting the icing on the cake for some. Maybe it's just going to put the icing on the cake for some coin shops. Will be shutting down. People are getting older. Most of the coin shop owners are older, and the younger generation is not coming in behind them to take over the coin shops, or don't have the money to take over the coin shops, whatever the case may be. And what is that going to look like in 5-10 years? I just don't know. I mean, is it all going to be going online? People have asked me through emails at the shop, what's going to happen when the U.S. dollar does fail? What's going to happen when there's no more cash around and we go digital currency and you want to buy silver, gold, or platinum? Hey, look, I think you're going to be able to buy silver, gold, and platinum. I think it's going to be 100% tracked. And, you're going to do it on your digital credit card, let's call it the bank card. And I think there'll be a fee association with that too, especially at the coin shop. So, I think you're still going to be able to do it. You're going to be able to go in there, buy it with digital currency. It's going to be like the digital dollar without having physical paper money. And, some coin shops are not going to be able to absorb that fee, whatever that fee is. If there's going to be a fee with it, it's electronic, so I'm sure there's going to be some kind of fee. And you're going to be paying more with the fee on top of it too. So that's just my outlook right now. We just don't know. All right, I'm just throwing different ideas. What I'm thinking in my head, folks, is sometimes when I can't sleep, these ideas are going through my head. What if this happens? What if this happens? Yes, it's if. I get that. We can't live on ifs or maybes or what if this. But we, as this part of the business, it's really a scary time right now, to be honest with you. And I'm not trying to be the, fearmonger. Oh, it's all going to be bad. No, I do think silver and gold and platinum, well, maybe not so much platinum. I'm not a platinum bug, all right? You guys know I don't own a lot of gold. I do own some gold mining shares. I own some silver mining shares. But I own a little bit of silver. And, that's my hunch. My main thing on this channel is 90% silver, as most of you guys know already. But when it comes down to, now people say, well, do you think Walmart's going to take silver or gold? I think what's maybe happen with that, I don't think Walmart would take physical silver and gold. That could change though, okay? What I think, there's going to be a debit card that you actually go to your coin shop and actually they put it on your regular debit card, or there may be a silver card out there, a gold card, whatever, metals card. And I think that's going to kind of like the UPMA account. Kind of like that, if you guys know what I'm talking about with that. It's more, you put money in this account, they lease, go backs, and blah, blah, blah. I don't know about too much about that. But I think it's pretty kind of much like that. You put money, you're putting your silver and gold on a debit card. Then you can take that debit card and go buy what you need at the local, local stores maybe, or your commercial stores like your Walmarts and stuff like that, your Kroger's, your Publix, your Shaw's up north, your Safeway out west, whatever type of grocery store you have out your way. I see that happening. That's probably more likely what's going to happen. Now, for peer-to-peer, I think once the ball gets rolling, and it's happening now, peer-to-peer, people are trading silver and gold now. You do this work, I'll give you this XYZ for this amount of work in silver or gold. People are doing that now. Is that going to come true with the bigger stores? It could be. I'm not saying it won't. We can't say nothing, that's never going to happen. I think it will start out with the smaller mom and pop stores, your local restaurants. And I don't mean like your chain restaurants like your McDonald's or stuff like that. I'm talking your local restaurants, that are just localized to your area. And I think that's what we'll start out with. And maybe eventually, if stuff gets too bad out there, maybe like companies like Walmart, like your grocery stores, might take physical silver and gold. You know what? It's possible. I'm not going to rule that out. All right? I'm just not going to rule that out because we can't rule that out. Nobody has a crystal ball. We really have to prepare for the worst case scenarios and hope for the best. And, you got to be prepared for everything. I'm a big component of being prepared for the worst case, scenarios than not being prepared at all. It's just like if folks stock up on food, like your long-term food storage, or you stock canned goods. Would you rather have enough? Would you rather have more than you need than not enough? We can play that game. I mean, we can go any which way we want with this. And you know, it's better to be prepared for anything. Look, poor people in North Carolina in the mountains got a friggin' hurricane this past year. That's unheard of. They weren't prepared for that. You know, we're seeing more and more different weather events that we gotta prepare for. Just because something has not happened or you have not seen something happen in your life does not mean something cannot happen. That's the point I'm trying to make. We just never know. We see more and more of these 500-year storms, blah, 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 blah. And, you know, 100-year floods. You know, this talk is so common now. And look at all the food recalls. We could go into that. But I'm not going to go into that because, you know, I don't know what's going on with the food. But it seems like we're getting too many food recalls as of lately. And it's just, you know, it's people just don't know what's in their food no more, it seems like. But going back to silver and gold, folks, you know, it is stressful out there right now. I understand people need to sell. And if you don't have to sell, great. I'm happy for you. But if you can't afford to buy some silver and gold, you know, I always say cost average your stack. I'm not saying go buy $100 worth of junk silver, $100 face all at one time. Break it up if you have to. You know, these online bone dealers, you know, I do these weekly reports every single week, as you guys know. And, you know, go with the cheapest. I mean, you know, go with the cheapest one out there. Because it's, at the same time, it's always the same circulated 90% silver out there. And then we get into the issue is, okay, are they going to, if crap goes to crap, if everything hits the fan in 2025 or 2026, are they going to do it by physical weight? Instead of what the $1.40 face equals an ounce of silver. Are they going to actually put it on the scale and weigh it? Yes, that could happen too. All right, we got to keep that all in mind. So, you know, the way I try to do it is, I do a lot of my stuff on eBay, folks. And I try to look at every single coin I'm getting. You know, you can see the coins. Sometimes with these online bullion dealers, you're going to get stuff that's sometimes worn down, sometimes it's not. I've had pretty good luck with most of the online bullion dealers out there not getting worn down stuff, or slicks, as some people like to call them. So with that all being said, you know, a few slicks here and there is not going to hurt your stack too much. You know, if you're not happy with something and you just got it in the mail, call them up. All right, call them up and say, look, you know, I got this. I feel like I didn't get my fair shake out of my money here. You know, most of these online bullion deals will work with you. Say, okay, they will say, ship it back. You know, I'm not going to say what company it was, but it was a few months ago. One of you guys emailed me, and one of the companies, you know, one of you folks got some slicks in your Standing Liberty quarters. I'll use that because that's what it was, Standing Liberty quarters. I told this person, hey, look, email that company back. That is a good company. They're not going to try to rip you up. If you're not happy, they should be able to take it back, pay the shipping back, and mail you 4 more Standing Liberty quarters. And guess what? They did. That company did the right thing. Okay? And it's the same thing if you buy off of eBay. It's the same thing, you know, at my shop, you know, the shop that I work for, not my shop. I just work there. If you're allowed to cherry pick at your local coin shops, and what I mean by cherry picking, you see a bunch of dimes here, and they allow you to go through the dimes themselves. Pick out the better ones, folks. Pick out the better ones. You don't want stuff like this like this. I mean, that it's all slicked on and worn down. Some of these are worn down, but you know what? At the end of the day, it's still a little bit of silver that you have, and maybe someone's not going to key on the back end, especially a retailer may not key at the back end if we get to that point. You know, It's just, maybe someone needs a pack of cigarettes. Maybe someone needs this, just whatever the case may be. Maybe they can get that dime that you give them, and they can give it to the next person because they need a bale of hay, or whatever the case may be. This stuff will circulate again. I do believe that. And if you folks have any questions for me, I know this is kind of weird video, but it's trying to explain what I think is gonna happen. And I could be dead wrong. Sorry if I hit the camera there. I could be really wrong with all this. So again, this is not financial advice. I'm seeing stuff. I'm hearing stuff. If you folks have any comments for me, put them in the comments section. Let's work together, because that's the only thing we're going to be able to do is work together. And this is why we try to build this channel up, to talk to each other what's going on in your neck of the woods. Let me know, either by email, either in the comment section. My email description is always in every single description of every single video, folks. I read all your comments. I try to give everybody a hot on the comments. Some things I can't give a hot to. I got to be careful what I respond to. Some people want to be really out there in the world, but and I can't do nothing if YouTube holds your comment for review. If it holds it for review, I look at it. Sometimes I will post them because I don't think they're that bad. So I'm trying to be really 100% open with the comments. There's nothing I can do if this platform takes your comment down. Nothing I can do about that. So I thank you all for watching. Until tomorrow morning, CoinShop Chris is out. Have a good night. Email me. If you like to donate, please donate through a super thanks or a PayPal donation. I would really appreciate it, but only if you're able to. Never expected, always appreciated. Thank you all. Have a good night now.